Good evening, friends and family. I'm Denise, president of Repair, Restore, and Grow Black Community. And thank you for coming to another podcast that our organization is sponsoring on behalf of the Black community. As you know, the reason we're here is we're trying to save our communities here in the Chicago area. And the way we've chosen to address this, because we have so many problems, so many issues in so many places, but what we're focusing on is the Black businesses in the Chicago area. And we feel like we need to do this because the Black businesses have the ability to help us circulate our dollars within our communities. A Black business is more than likely to hire Black people. They're more than likely to live in the community. They're more likely to reinvest back into the community. And unfortunately, we have more people who are not of our community that own businesses in the Black communities, and they do not have a vested interest in the community. So in our quest to purchase items, we're looking at immediate gratification all the time. We want something, we want it now at whatever cost. And the cost is you're not paying attention to where that dollar is going after you spend it. And if that dollar is not coming back into our community to invest in our children, in our homes, in whatever it is that we need to help strengthen our community and survive, then that dollar is not worth you spending. You need to know that that money is not only going to pay for that product that you want, but that product is going to come back to you. Other people, the many immigrants who have come into our community, they feel like they're doing us a service by providing us with a product. And then once the money comes, then they take the money and they go build their communities here in the United States and abroad. And so we have to stop this. And one way that we're stopping this is supporting our Black businesses. And every Wednesday night from 8 to 9, we host this podcast, Behind Black Business, with Gregory Sane, who has so graciously offered to be our host every Wednesday. And we're bringing businesses to you to let you know that we do have Black businesses out here. And we know that many of our businesses do not have the capacity. They may have issues with customer service. You may not like the location. You may not like their prices. But these are all things that we have to work to straighten out. And we can't do that if we don't support our business. So we're really asking you to do that. Our organization is also working in some other areas where we're raising dollars to go in and support our businesses with their daily operations, with their operating costs, with their websites, their marketing issues, their customer service training, and to improve their decorum. That's what we're raising our dollars for. And we're asking you to come to our website at rrgbc.org and donate to our organization or purchase from our online store. We have t-shirts, we have mugs, we have many items, mugs, shirts, water bottles with our emblem on them. And we're asking if you would go to our store and support us there. We also have a public policy division where we're working on public policy issues. One of the issues that we have a great concern about is when a business comes into a community, it should be hiring people from that community. And you have people who are flat out telling you, I have to hire people from my family, from my culture, from my community. That makes no sense. And we shouldn't tolerate that. And so And actually, that is not an appropriate response that should behavior that should be going on in our community, because there are laws in place that say that if you open up a business in the community, you should be hiring people. So we're addressing some public policy issues like that. We also want to address the issue of our Black bookstores. We have 4 Black bookstores in the area. Every month we feature a Black bookstore on our website. And this month we have Semicolon. And Semicolon is located at 515 North Halsted. It is a Black owned bookstore. It is a very nice bookstore. I suggest you visit, or you can call or go online. They have an online store and you can purchase books from that bookstore. We have a book giveaway every month. The book of this month is Shada Shakur, an autobiography written by Asada Shakur. And we're giving that book away to one of our subscribers. All you have to do to be eligible for the book giveaway is to subscribe on our website. Go to rrgbc.org and become a subscriber. The other bookstores are Underground in Chatham. We have Frontline that is in Hyde Park. And we also consider Afriware, who we featured on our books as our featured bookstore last month. And they are located on First Avenue in Maywood, Illinois. However, Afriware has tentacles all over Chicago. The owner lives in Chicago and she is involved in so many projects in the Chicago area. So we all embrace Afriware and consider Afriware a part of the Chicago area. We have to read. We have to read to learn of our history. We have to read to know of ourselves. We have to read to develop a connection and a collectiveness about ourselves. So this is why we are pushing these books. We once had over 20 Black bookstores in the Chicago area, and now we only have 4. We're hoping to inspire other people to open up bookstores and support these bookstores. You don't have to go to Amazon for all of your needs as far as reading materials. The other thing I want to mention, we support the efforts of our businesses. And last week we had Brother Yasir Rahotep, who is a yoga master, and we had a very enlightening discussion with him last week about our health, about the breath, about nutrition and exercise. And so every year now he's focusing the Soul Yoga Fest. So the Soul Yoga Fest is coming up um, in the month of July. Sorry, it's coming up in the month of July, and that is going to be July 9th and 10th, located at 331 West 45th Street in the park. And there'll be free day classes and workshops for all ages. So we're asking you to attend the Soul Yoga Fest. So I'm not going to take up any more time because we have a wonderful guest here. We have a Black owned radio station in Chatham, and we have a young man. His name is AJ Sand, and AJ is our featured guest tonight. So I'm, without any further remarks for me, I am now going to bring to you Gregory Sane, our host in Behind Black Business. Thank you.
Hey. Good evening, Sister Denise, and thank you for that introduction, and thank you for all of that wonderful information. I hope you all were writing that down. We got to support our own. It is an honor, a pleasure, and such a privilege to have this opportunity every Wednesday night, 8 p.m. Put that on your calendar, 8 p.m. every Wednesday night, RRGBC, repairing, restoring, and growing Black businesses. Denise does a great job. We'll bring her back indoors before we close out tonight. But I'm honored to have this brother on tonight, AJ Sand, with a radio station right here locally in the Chatham area. So looking forward to chopping it up with this brother. You know, it's nothing like another a radio station somewhere that we can listen, or someone that we can listen to, that's right there in your neighborhood, right around the corner in the great Chatham area. I used to work in Chatham. So anyway, without further ado, let's bring on our mighty guest, Smooth Sailing AJ, my radio station.
How you doing, brother?
Good. It's the same fight, different round, stick and move, bob and weave.
Yes, yes, indeed.
Then the rope a
That's what we
dope,
got to do.
the rope a dope was necessary. We was telling the champ to get off the ropes. We was like, get off the rope, champ, get off the rope. He was like, this is a strategy. Don't you all get yourself all bent
Right.
out of
He
shape.
knew
I
what he
know
was
what I'm
doing.
doing.
That's
I'm
right.
trying. He was like, I'm trying to tire out my opponent.
Yeah.
That's what
Yes,
I'm trying
indeed.
to do. So anyway, man, good to see you, brother.
Yes. Good to see
How
you as
you
well.
feel?
I feel good, man. I'm honored to be here. It's like you said it. Having a radio station in the heart of Chatham is awesome. But I just want to clarify one thing. I myself don't own the radio station. However, I am a personality on the station, and most of, if not all of the personalities are Black and African American. So it's a good thing. We just made a major move right on 79th and Vernon, across the street from Josephine's Restaurant is where we're
Okay,
located.
yeah, I know what that
So
is.
yeah, it's a major move for us. It's bigger space, and it's just we're growing by the day. That's for sure.
Very good, because you have about 250,000 listeners, and probably more,
Yes,
going
daily.
every day.
Yep,
That's all right. If
daily.
you call you the owner, man, claim it, claim it,
Well,
claim
there
it.
you go.
But if the owner's listening, he doesn't mean he taking over.
Yes, yes, indeed. Yes,
Yeah, man.
indeed.
Well, that's
That's for
good.
sure.
You want to? So, what day? What time of the day you come on? You come on weekly, or how does it go? Your schedule?
Well, okay, I'm on Monday through Friday from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. The name of the radio station is called My Radio Chicago. We've been around for about 5 years so far, and to access the station, you can either download the Support District Radio app. Now, Support District Radio is the network
Okay.
that we're on. And again, My Radio Chicago is the name of the radio station. So
Okay.
you either download the app or go to the .com to listen in. And again, I'm on Monday through Friday from 7 to 9 p.m.
Okay. And what are some of the topics that you all cover?
Yeah, so every day of the week, I do a theme of the show if I don't have a guest. So Monday is I do smooth jazz Mondays, and Tuesday is for the ladies. That's called Ladies Tea Talk Tuesday. We honor all the ladies and what they're doing and
Right.
things like that. Wednesday, we have a show within my show called the Male Health Awareness Initiative Show, where we talk about all things male health. And Thursday, I call it the Man Cave, and that's when I play all of the. Yeah, you're right. That's where I play all of the old school hip hop songs from the '90s, and then Friday is stepping inside the Black House, and I'll explain that later. And that we play
Weapon
stepping music and
inside
things
the
like that.
Black House. I
Yep,
like.
stepping inside the Black House. And here's the thing: the theme of the show is I took on this character. I'm the president of Generation X, and I have a staff, so-called a staff of people that's on my team that's also part of the radio show as well.
Okay.
And I when I came up with this idea to have a radio show, I wanted to target a certain population, which was mine, Generation X. And I did a lot of research on how we are as a group or a set of people, and just realized that we needed something for us in terms of radio. Now it's not traditional radio. You have to it's all internet based, and I explained earlier how to get to it. But I wanted to again just target our population and talk about the things that we like, such as music and radio and TV and real issues and neighborhood issues. We were having a small discussion about, the politics or lack thereof here in Chicago. So these are the things that we talk about on the show. The main idea of the show is to showcase and again showcase entrepreneurs, anybody, black entrepreneurs in particular. So if you own a business, either internet or brick and mortar, I target that population to come on the show to talk about their business and promote and market their business. And I offer some marketing packages as well. And that's what it is. I target
I love it.
people
Yeah.
people who have businesses, who's doing anything, aldermen, business owners, entrepreneurs, DJs, anybody that's doing anything positive in the community. That's who I'm after, for lack
Good
of a better
stuff.
term.
No, that's good stuff. I love it. We need that. I miss radio. I was on several radios. I was on WVON for many, many years. Did a morning show, and I used to do a weekend show for years, 4 hours on
Awesome.
the radio.
Awesome.
And I did WBGX
Yes.
1570. And
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
after I left VON, and then
Mm-hmm.
Harold Davis, my brother, man, that I miss dearly, brother
Yes.
Harold Davis, Truth Radio. Harold had the show, the Butt Naked Truth radio show.
Mm-hmm.
That
Mm-hmm.
will probably be coming back soon, but it's just very difficult to replace a brother like Harold Davis in radio because he
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
an avid researcher, and he brought information, man, that folks didn't even know existed out there. And it was
Legendary.
truth.
Yes.
And so all of the crap that other folks feed to our community, he came and gave accurate information. So we do need unapologetic radio voices and personalities. Nothing wrong with a laugh here and there, but
Mm-hmm.
unfortunate that we have way too many. And look what they give us. Comedians
Yes.
in the morning, comedians. And I don't even need to call in names, but
Right.
they entertain our people with that foolishness. And most of them, the ones that I know, they have no substance. They have but it's a business.
Yep.
The business is not really to uplift the community. It's not really even to educate the community. It's to entertain the community. So those producers of those stations there, they know exactly what to give our people to keep them listening. They waiting on the stupid strawberry letter.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just some foolishness, man.
Yeah.
And I
It's
know our
ridiculous.
people need to laugh. It's a lot of stress out here and different challenges out here, but we need information, man, that will get us to support one another. We need
Yes.
you to let us know about the businesses in Chatham. Chatham is a very historical area, and I know it's got to be tough for you, but I'm glad you're there. Because it's so historical, man.
Yeah.
And
It is.
trying to get how. Let me ask you this: within the community over there, where you're located at, how many of them know that you guys exist? Are you beginning to kind of market your show?
Well, what I did and what I'm continuing to do is just every business that's in the Chatham area, I drop off a flyer and say, "Hey, this is where we are. We're in the community." Next week, I plan on going to the Chatham Chamber of Commerce. I want to meet the aldermen, just
Oh
so they'll
wow!
know that we're there.
You
Yeah,
know what? That's a running joke.
yeah,
You got to that before I could get to it. I know Denise in the back cracking up. And
cracking up.
let me tell you something, bro. That's one of the questions that we pose to all of the folks come on. It's like, are you familiar with the Chamber of Commerce? And they go, Chamber of Commerce? What's that? Who are they? He's like,
Yeah,
I'm so glad that you've reached out and
yeah.
you are establishing a relationship, because we got to stop saying, you know what that means? Chamber, commerce.
Yeah.
And you look at our community chamber.
It means a lot. It means a lot. And as I'm going to some of these businesses, not all of them, they of course we're a radio station and we're trying to get sponsors and things of that nature. Everything costs. But the thing is, if you can't invest minor for what we're asking for into your own self, then you should
Absolutely.
question yourself as a business owner or an entrepreneur. I say this all the
Agree.
time. You know, I started this platform because I knew I had a particular skill set in terms of voice, putting together a show. I went to school to learn these
Oh, you
things.
went to school for it?
Yeah, I went to school. I went to Illinois Media School downtown, and I
Okay.
learned the art of radio, television production. So I took it to a level where, yeah, not only I can do this, but I can help people. I use the platform for good to
Good.
help those that really need the help in terms of marketing and advertising. So I'm always talking about, if you have a business, let's talk about you coming on the show. Let's, because people need to know about these businesses right here in Chatham. And my
Absolutely.
thing was to start in the area of Chatham first, because politics starts at home, right? So let's start here in Chatham. Let all the businesses know that we're here. Then we branch outside once we establish our home base. So that's what we're all trying to do at the radio station. I commend our CEO. His name is Shy Bliz, and he's been around radio for 20 plus years. I'm sure you've heard his name from Power 92 and 106 and 3. But yeah, he's the CEO, and he's doing a lot of things to make the community aware that we're even there. So it's a
Nice.
valiant effort, joint effort of all of us, and we're going to keep going until they know that we're there. We're going to get the stationery and the signage and all that, and the people of Chatham will know they have a radio station right there in their neighborhood. They don't have to go downtown. They don't have to travel far. It's right there, and we're there for the community. Denise said earlier, we have to put back into our community, just like the name of the organization: repair, restore, regrow. That's what it's all about. And a lot of us, our people, let's keep it 100, our people really, really need to embrace the idea of working together saves lives. It really, really does. So we're on that. And like I said, it's an honor to be there. And we're not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. And we're going to make this thing happen through our radio station. That's for sure.
I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. I'm
Thank
glad
you.
you're there because you have the right spirit and the right energy, and you have a mission. See, our people deserve, and what we need, there are a lot of folks who are just not informed or misinformed, and they don't know. So we have to promote each other. We
Right.
have to promote ourselves. We have to, when I say
Right.
ourselves, our community.
Mhm.
We have to let people know things that exist within our community, and folks, so that people can stop going outside of the community for services. It's a very tough, tough, tough job,
Yeah, it
because
is.
when you just look around, folks don't make that sacrifice, Brother AJ,
Yeah, you're
to
right.
support their own. And people that are listening, I hope that you we'll put it up on the information. I think it's there, how they could listen and tune in to you
Hmm. Hmm.
uh, every Monday through
Monday
Friday.
through Friday. Monday through Friday from 7 to 9 p.m.
So we
Again,
got you
we're on.
tonight. We got you
Yeah, you
tonight.
got me tonight. Yeah, you got me tonight. But see, here's the thing. It's like it's brokerage for us. So we a lot of us. I think it's only three of us personalities who have full-time shows. In other words, being on, Monday through Friday. A lot of the other
Cool.
personalities are either on one day or two nights a week, but we are on 5 days just because of the what we're generating for the station. So it's a wonderful thing. I want to mention something, if I may.
Oh yeah.
Uh,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
we're
Go.
we're having an event on June the 12th, this Saturday. It's
Uh huh.
called it's called the Finger Family Day. So this is an event. It's a wellness fair. It's an information fair, and it will have all types of people out there in terms of health, wellness. You can get information on your credit, things of that nature.
Oh,
It'll be
good.
this
We
it,
need
it'll be
that.
this Saturday at Finger High School from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. All are invited to come out and get this information. This is brought to you by Chicago Public Schools, the Male Health Awareness Initiative, Ron's Way, and Youth Guidance. So those are the people that are
Yeah, give
sponsoring
that
it.
address. I think Fingers is 100 and
11220 South Wallace, right there. 11220 South
that's
Wallace.
it. That's it.
Yep. Right there. We'll be out there from 10 till 12. It'll be a nice day. So all are invited to come check out this Finger Family Day. It's going to be amazing.
Good, good. And partnership with Chicago Public Schools. That's good.
Yes, yes, we do. It's funny. We had a guest, if you can remember, Paul Vallis.
Oh, I know
He was the
Paul Fallon.
Yeah. Paul's a great
Let
guy.
me
He
tell
was
you
the
something.
guest.
Well, I will say this about Paul Valance. When I was with the Urban League,
Yeah.
I came over to the board of education from the Urban League, and Paul Valance with Dr. West, that's who hired me back in 97, like 98. Was a consultant for the board. So yeah, I know Paul. But anyway,
Yeah.
go ahead. What was you
Yeah.
going to say?
He was a
No. Go ahead.
he was a guest on our show, and people
That's cool.
couldn't believe that, Paul Vallis is on 79 and Vernon. But Paul's been in the trenches. He knows what's happening. And it's like, he was a guest on our show. We talked about the school system, with all the Chicago, everything. It was a great interview to have him on. And again, that's just goes to show we diverse. That's for sure. We're not, all black, but we are. But hey, we'll throw some people in there. But we really primarily all about black entrepreneurs and anything that you're doing positive in the community. We want to know about it on the radio station so we can tell everybody. Our station again reaches over 250,000 listeners daily. Our show within that, we're close to 5,500 listeners every night when we're on. So that's almost 20 plus thousand listeners a week. So and it's been growing ever since. I've been on professionally since 2018,
Okay.
and it's just been nothing but good. And I'm really blessed, and I'm thanking God to have this platform
So how
again
you
to
guys
help
doing
people.
with advertisement?
I'm sorry.
Do you guys advertise?
Yes, we do. We social media, that's our main outlet for
What
advertising.
about
Uh
sponsorship? Sponsorship.
who sponsors us?
Yes.
Well, the station itself, they have many sponsors, but
Oh,
our
okay,
show
good.
our show is sponsored by Sizzling Skillets right there on 8635 Cottage Grove.
Okay.
We have Flamin' Restaurant that sponsors the show as well. The Male Health.
Flamin' Restaurant. That's the black-owned restaurant.
Yes,
Where they
yes.
located? Where are they located?
There's 614 East 75th Street, right there. I want
Okay.
to say 75th, just before Cottage,
Good.
614. I love Flaming That and love Sills and Skillets. Those are two of our sponsors. We have Power Fitness Chicago out in Roseland. They are one of our sponsors as well.
Oh,
Create
good.
Life Oasis is a sponsor. So we're growing in sponsorship, and that's what we want because we want people to know we need this. This is what we do, and this is how we recycle those dollars in the community,
And I'm
as
glad it's
Denise so
black
eloquently
sponsors.
said earlier.
I mean, you're
Yes,
a mind white one, but we don't want folks to control what we have to say. And then we
right,
start watering down and sugarcoating and going
yeah,
along to get along and not taking any, please.
right. We
Well,
don't need that.
no, one day I'm gonna come in the studio on one of my good days.
You know what? As I was telling Denise earlier,
No,
you all are
no,
invited to definitely come. Just
no.
let me
Denise had
know.
mentioned that. Yeah, me, Doris, and Denise have to come on. I come on there with my
Yes,
girls. And look, they don't take any prisoners, brother. I'm just letting you know.
I love it. I
Look,
love it. That's what we want. That's for sure.
no prisoners. But ain't nothing like the black woman, boy, when she's
Oh,
got
ain't nothing
something
like
to
her. Ain't
say.
nothing like her.
But because she's not scared.
Hmm.
She's not
Hmm.
afraid, at least these black women. They're not afraid.
Yeah,
They in love with our people. They're in love with humanity. And
yeah,
they are doing what they do to make a difference. So voices like that should never be silenced. And we need more voices, not
yeah,
just people who can intellectually masturbate. but that can bring content. We need it. But then when you think about our community, you look at the needs, and I'm sure you sound like Brother AJ, you think about that in your producers of what do our people need to hear. And sometimes we do need to hear smooth sailing jazz.
Yeah.
We need
Yeah.
a little jazz, a little music,
Oh
and all of
yeah.
that. I love it, because I'm from music. My dad, one of the greatest saxophonists to ever touch one.
Wow.
And
Yes.
Mr. Oliver Sane. And so I love music, and it's good that you're playing jazz
Yep.
because our people need a break away from that destructive stuff. We
Yes.
like R&B, and I like a little rap,
Yeah.
but not to the degree where it's degrading our culture, degrading our women,
Right.
and misguiding our youth. I don't want that. I
Hmm.
mean, me personally, I don't. But
Right.
tell me this, Brother A. Um,
I think we may have lost a brother. I think we may have lost him. He'll come right back. Uh, can you
Okay.
can you? Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, I can
Okay.
hear you.
Okay.
Oh, let me turn
It's
this
the
off.
internet. It happens. It happens. It's the
Okay.
internet.
Yeah, he said I think Greg lost power in his building.
Oh.
I
Okay.
think that
Okay.
is what happened.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
All right.
But
So
go ahead.
no, I was just going to say again, we are promoting this event on June 12th. And it's called the Finger Family Day. And this is brought
Okay.
to you by the Male Health Awareness Initiative, Ron's Way, CPS, and Youth Guidance. These are the people that are bringing you this wonderful event. We'll have a DJ there with prizes, fun, food. It's an informational wellness affair, and it's going to be really, really fun for everybody. And again, you're more than welcome to come out. 11220 South Wallace, right there at Finger High School. We'll be there between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. on Saturday. So that's definitely going to be a good thing.
Okay, well, I think that's a wonderful thing that you're able to connect. One thing I like because I listened to one of your shows, and one of the things that impressed me so were the advertisements.
Yes.
And I checked out some of that. Went into the websites, and there was
Mhm.
a clothing store, and I just couldn't believe out of the clothing that I had. And I remember calling you and ask you, "Is this a black owned company?"
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
and so that's the as Greg was saying that we have our own businesses supporting you, and
Yes.
that's really important.
Yes, Inside Out Fashion Boutique is definitely one of our supporters. Uh,
Hmm.
and you mentioned the advertisements. Now, On the show, I produce and probably voiced 98% of the advertisements and the commercials throughout the show. I'm actually the voice of the radio station, My Radio Chicago. So a lot of all the drops and promos and things like that. That's actually my voice, and that's another thing. I actually like doing things like that. I'm able to change my voice and make it sound,
Hmm.
other than what it is. But yeah, and again, that's all through the information that I learned from IMS, going there, learning the radio television industry and taking it to a level. We had a question in the chat.
Yes,
Uh,
yeah. What was somebody was asking? What
yeah,
enticed you to go into this
uh, uh,
business?
yeah, a great question. I always wanted to do acting, radio, TV per se, growing up, but I never knew how to break into the business
Okay.
until I heard a commercial on the radio, and it was an IMS commercial. Come down and learn this particular skill set. So I'm like, okay, the commercial played, and I didn't really pay it that much attention. Then it played again. Our Lord works in mysterious ways. He
Yeah,
really
that's
does.
what happened to me. Our Lord works in mysterious ways.
Greg is back. Okay.
Right,
Hey,
Greg is back.
Greg.
Hey,
I heard
look,
so.
our Lord work in mysterious ways. Look, I made a mistake and said something about them rappers. The last thing I could remember, I said something about gangster rap or something, and I was gone. I was like, okay,
Yeah.
now it was conspiracy, man.
Yes, yes, yes. All right, man. So you're back.
That
Welcome
is
back,
Okay, all
too
Greg.
right. So
funny.
I'll see you all at the end of the show.
All right.
Boy, that was a conspiracy. I was like, don't do this to me on no Wednesday night.
Oh my goodness. Oh
But
my goodness.
anyway,
All right. Yeah.
that was sorry for the technical
Oh
problem, but
man.
it's like you
No
can't
issues.
keep a good man down.
No, you cannot. You
But let me tell you
cannot.
something, bro. I'm so proud of your radio show. I have to tell you,
Thank you. Thank
whenever
you.
we talk about radio, I do everything I can to block an emotional big deal for me and a lot of people. Because when we talk radio, we think about Harold Davis and Brother Harold. When I tell you, man, I am still numb, but I act as though everything is fine, and I try to get through each day. But I see him every single day. I think I even talk to him every day. That's how powerful this brother was to me and so many people. So I'm glad you on, and I'm glad you got
Yes.
content, and I'm
Yes.
glad you care. See, because RRGBC, I mean, when we talk about repairing, that's what you are talking about, restoring, growing Black businesses. And we have to have platforms, Brother AJ, just like that, that's unapologetic, very deliberate. I
Yep.
mean, deliberate to the point where it makes all the difference. So I am proud, man, of
Thank
you.
you. Thank
Now,
you, man.
your last name is Sand.
Well, it's funny. My name is an abbreviation. My full name is Ahmad Jabbar Sanders. So what I did was I took my first
Ahmad
initial. Yeah,
Jamal.
Ahmad Jabbar. Jabbar, like a
Jamal.
Kareem
Man,
Abdul.
you got an amazing, beautiful name, bro.
Yeah, man. Yeah, thank
AJ, man, you better Ahmad.
you.
Jabbar. Bro,
You
you
know,
got Jabbar, right?
Jabbar. Yep. Sanders is my last name. Yep.
Oh, good, beautiful, no, beautiful name, man.
Thank
But I
you.
get it,
Thank you.
and it's good. AJ, the DJ on the radio, and that's good. I mean, and
Yeah.
it's cool. I love it. I love it.
And it was a struggle for me because I'm like, well, if I'm going to be this social media radio guy, and
Uh-huh.
my I love my name. Let's not get it twisted. But it just flowed, and it's actually my
Oh yeah,
name.
it's close.
I just abbreviated my last name to the one syllable, and that's how I came up with AJ Sand. So it just
Cool.
sounded
I like
kind
it.
of
I like
slick,
it.
Thank you, my brother.
I
Thank
like it. I like it.
Yeah.
So, do you have any female radio personalities over there?
Oh, we have plenty of them, plenty of them. They're on weekly. They're doing their
So who are
things,
some of the sisters?
slamming.
Who are some of
Some
the?
of the sisters are Miss Mina. We got that girl Olivia. We have, and they come on weekly. We have She Bananas. It's plenty of it. We
Say
have
that
some up and
again.
coming. Her
She
name is She Bananas. Her
She
name is
crazy.
Chiquita. Her name is Chiquita, but she go by She Bananas.
Oh,
She
okay.
provides the afternoon flow of the show. You can listen to her Monday through Friday from 1 to 3, and then we have the afternoon kickback with Miss Mina and Black T Bibbs, and then on Friday nights we have the radio show for the ladies. It's just kind of rated R, but hey, it is what it is. But it's love. It's all love. And like I said, the radio station is growing. And we
And
also have
radar ladies mean roses. That's what he mean, roses.
what you say?
I told radar means roses.
Yeah.
You just mean roses.
Right, right. So yeah, it is awesome to be there. Like I said, I've been there for since 2018. The station has been around for 5 years so
Okay.
far. So yeah, like I said, we're growing and we're right there in Chatham. And for the listening audience out there, if you're an entrepreneur or business owner in Chatham or anywhere, uh, come on a radio station. Let's talk about your business and what you do for the community, your product or your service that you offer. And the community needs to know that you exist. So you're more than welcome to come on the show. Contact me. We'll get the information out there and we'll make some things happen.
Oh, good. So you play music at times. So when you playing music, is it a talk format or is it strictly just music that day?
It's when you listen to
Or
my
you doing
show,
it, or
it,
no, is it your sexy voice that day in the music?
my show is just like that. It's a show. I'm gonna play music. I'm gonna have my talk breaks, and I'm gonna have my promotions and drops and commercials. It's just like you if you will listen to any other ones, but mine is different because I'm AJ, and it's wonderful to listen to. Like I say, each night I play a different genre of music, and if I don't have a guest. But if I have a guest, the music is limited, of course. But yeah,
Nice.
it's just
Sounds
like
good.
that. Yep, it's just like that. And like I
Well, I
said,
tell
it's
you, man, you know, it's good, and you come across as though, and I can feel your energy, brother, and your love for what you're doing. That
thank
makes a big, big difference. And when you
thank
love
you.
what you're doing, you got it going on, man. That's very important.
Yes,
You
we got
know.
some questions in the chat from Doris.
Oh,
Um,
yes.
yeah,
So you don't have, you do have advertising, or you don't.
we
You
do.
do.
Yeah, we do. We
Oh,
do.
you
We
do. So
advertise.
that's
Yeah,
how you survive.
we
Okay.
advertise
I thought
all.
you.
Yeah, we advertise on social media. The station itself has sponsors. Our show has sponsors, and again,
You got
it's
a Facebook Live, or do you go live
yep,
on
we do it.
Facebook too?
Uh-huh. Yep. Now
What is it
here's the
under?
thing.
What is it
Here's
under?
it's My Radio Chicago SDR. That's on
Okay, I'm
Facebook.
gonna look out for it.
Yeah, My Radio Chicago SDR. Now, it's funny because in this day and age, a lot of people want to see like what we're doing here. They want to see, but radio isn't about you really seeing the
I
personality.
know that's what I love about radio, man.
You ain't
Just
got to
hearing
see me.
your voice.
Yes, you're gonna
Hey,
hear my
look, when
voice.
I was on VON, I realized at night I was on from 11 to 2 in the morning. And at that time, people, they just wanted to hear the voice, and they
Yep,
lay there with their radio and whatever, and they could hear the whole show. And it wasn't really about seeing you,
that's right.
you
That's
know.
right.
So it's a whole different effect, you
It
know. Just
is.
listening
It
to well,
is.
hey, Monica. Monica said, "Hey, that's brother Harold Davis' wife, Monica Brown."
Okay.
Yes,
Yes.
said
Yes,
hello,
indeed.
hello, my sister. But go ahead, brother.
So yeah, well, as I was saying, we have the option of doing our show live. I don't do that. What I do is I'll give people just a little bit. Like I'll go maybe a minute or two just to show people the studio,
Oh,
the
good.
ambient. If we have a guest, We'll showcase the guests for a little while, and then we go back to you listening because I'm from the old school. I'm Generation X. I want to listen. I want to hear. I want to hear your voice. I want to hear the product. Well, the production and the commercials and the things like that. Now, for us, if we ask you to be our sponsor, we're
Uh,
gonna actually support you. We're gonna go and eat at Flamin', at Sizzling Skillets, buy from Inside Out. Go join the membership at Power Fitness Chicago.
nice.
Promote my promote the male health awareness initiative. This is what we do. I don't want to say anything negative about the other stations, but we're not going to just ask for your money and not never say anything else to you. No, that's not what we do. We're going to
Very
really
good.
support you. We're going to drive people to you because business owners are concerned about the bottom line, Greg, and we know what that is. So if I can help a business reach their bottom line and those cash registers opening and closing,
Yes,
I think
sir. Yes,
again,
sir.
working together saves lives.
Oh, that's good, man. I'm glad to hear that because too many people get folks money and they really don't help them whatsoever. And I see that
Yeah,
you really love helping the people
I do.
and
I do.
giving them their money's worth,
Mhm.
which is important. That's what we're all about. We're gonna have a really good relationship with you all because your mission, our mission is very, very lined up
Yeah.
together. I
Oh yeah.
mean, across the board, because we're not on here because we bored.
No, we're definitely not.
Trust me. Doris is not bored. Denise is not bored. Simon
Nope.
is not bored. The board is not bored. And we have every intention on finding a way to bridge the gap, quickly.
Yes.
So charging, I know it's different when it comes to rates. Is there any particular going rates or that you're flexible? How does that work when it
Here's
comes?
how it works. Here's how it works. Let's talk about what I'm going to give you. Okay, you're going to get, let's just say, a person who owns the corner store right there. They whatever. So, for example, Sizzling Skillets. Right. When I approached them, I told them what I can do for them. I can provide advertising and promotion in terms of commercials and things like that. I can produce you a voice commercial that will play not only on my show but it be in rotation
Mhm.
throughout the station, as you know. So that's what I provide. Also, we're gonna say tonight's weather is sponsored by Sizzling Skillets. Go check out Sizzling Skillets at 8635 South Cottage Grove. It's constant advertising and promotion, which what I will give you. That's what it is. Now, how much do I charge for that? Well, in store, if you want to be a guest on my show, you're gonna get 2 hours of talk time, a week of promotions,
Oh,
a produced commercial, all for $150. Now, Greg, that's like
that's
what?
nothing.
That's nothing
And
for
then you got
$150.
250,000 people listening that you're going to be directing toward. Yeah, damn good deal
Exactly.
to me.
And that's what it is. So,
So do you have
and
trained sales people to go out? You have people that's doing
no,
it.
and we do well. So I won't say we don't because I'm not really sure what Blizz is doing because we did talk about that having people go out. But as as you know, it's brokerage, so each personality is responsible for drawing their
Yeah,
own. You
yeah.
know what I mean? Kind of like the barbershop mentality. I work at the barbershop. I have a booth here, but it's up to me to tell people that I'm at this barbershop and I know how to cut,
Absolutely, absolutely.
style, and trim. It's the same thing. I'm at
Good
this
stuff.
radio station. I can provide you with marketing and advertising. This is the rate. As simple as that. It's nothing. If a person wants to sponsor this show, let's say on a monthly basis, I only charge $350 a month, but you get unlimited everything,
I
and you're
think
gonna
that's
get
good.
forever advertising just because you did it that one time or whatever package you choose. It's not like we're gonna say, okay, that's it. Let's do it again. Now, if you decide that's fine, well, let's talk about it so we can both win. Because again, Greg, I'm going to say this for the rest of my life. Working together saves lives.
I love it. What have you all been talking about in terms of? I know I would thought with you, and I'm sure the other personalities on there, but this crime. in Chicago and just the whole pandemic. Were you all on during the pandemic, or did you all take a break during last year? How did that go?
We did when the pandemic first hit, which was right around my birthday, March of 2020. We definitely decided to, as a network. It was actually a mandate from the network to shut down. So we were down for quite some time, and that's when our social media presence kind of elevated, and we kept telling people we'll be back. Here's what we're doing. We'll be back. And right, I don't even know if there's a middle or an end of a pandemic, but
Uh,
when things were kind of opening up, that's when we decided to come back. We didn't have any guests, but we wanted to come back because again, we are a radio station, and we really didn't have the technology at that time to do the show from our homes because it would have took some more things that we had to do. So, we kind of did what we did on social media until we were able to get back
that
in
was
there
good. That was
and
smart.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
and get
I
back
will
in
tell you
there.
this, hey, I will tell you this, brother AJ. There's no you end game or end time when it comes to um, a pandemic.
I'm being
You
nice.
know
I'm
what I
being
say?
nice, Greg.
Well, I'm not. I'm not nice. I'm not nice. Yeah, excuse my language. Shoots. I'm proud to be not nice. No,
Hey man, it's all right.
no. The truth was nice. Just telling the truth. But
Yeah, yeah.
but that's something I have to come on the station one day and talk about the
Yeah,
plant.
man, I can't wait to have you all on, man.
No, one day, yeah, when you get the sisters on, that's gonna be good. Doris, I wanted to know, are you hearing talk from the community of us supporting Black business more and more because of our people and realizing the importance of keeping the dollars in the community? And so that's a good question
Yeah,
because
yeah,
if all of us pour in that same type of energy of keeping the dollars in the community. Now, are you all hearing that coming from the people? And as folks, do people call in or you have chats? How do people get to communicate with you all some of the things that they're thinking about?
yeah. We do have a call in when we have those types of discussions, and I'm going to say this, Greg. I am only hearing from the business owners
Okay.
themselves within the community about what the consumers should do or how they should
Okay.
come together. The talks is definitely from again from the stakeholders. The community, I'm not really hearing that much
Okay.
uh, from the community per se. Now we do have people to call in again when we have those conversations about what some people are doing and things like that. I met Denise at one of the Black-owned print companies, print shops right there in Chatham. I went in there to get a job done. Black-owned. Denise was there. We had a conversation, and the rest is history. So again, this is why we're having this event on June 12th and June 19th. We're celebrating Juneteenth out in Maryville. The station is going to be hosting this huge event, and that's definitely been bringing awareness to the people. So we are, like you said earlier, it's a struggle, but if we continue
Yeah, but
to,
you're doing good.
yeah,
Hold
thank
on
you,
one
man.
sec. I want you to hold on.
Sure.
And before we close out, I want to definitely
Yep.
bring Doris and Denise on for the
Yes.
next. I
Yes.
wanted to get them on sooner, but I didn't even look at the clock. Where if we can get the producer to bring in Doris and Denise to close us out and etc. Because where's Mighty Doris? There she is.
There she is.
Mighty, the double trouble. The double trouble. I'm telling you, when we come on your radio show,
Oh man, I can't
make
wait.
sure it's a night that there won't be no music. It's gonna be so. No, I'm just kidding. they,
I cannot
hey,
wait to have you guys
look,
on there.
I
It's gonna
gotta
be
say it
awesome.
like this: they ain't nothing nice.
Hey,
They,
that's what we need.
they're disciples. I mean, when you have warriors and soldiers like them, They are a breath of fresh air, brother, and that's why
Yeah.
you're on tonight. I'm on
Yes.
here. I made the sacrifice to do this show every Wednesday with them because they are some of the vanguards in our community that really care, and it gives me hope that, and there's other folks out there, we just got to get them to stop bickering and fighting and doing
Yeah.
using the energy to support Black people, Black
Yes.
communities, Black business, Black ideas, the movement, because we need each other. So anyway, I know Doris and Denise, they have a lot of things that have to connect to the overall mission of us working collectively, because we all over the place. That I know you all was cracking up, Doris and Denise, when he mentioned the Chamber of Commerce. We do
Oh,
not hear
oh,
that.
Well, one thing I
I
will
mean, we
say
can't
about the chamber,
anybody.
we did, we had Mr. Birch, chair of the
The
Illinois
Chamber of Commerce,
Black
just
Chamber of
saying.
Commerce on here. So he said he's trying to work. He's trying to work on them because they definitely need to step up
Yeah.
and
It's almost
present
like
and show
the
out.
chambers are gangsters.
Yo,
It's almost like they're gangsters. We haven't had anybody anything nice about them yet.
Right.
And AJ,
I
I
don't.
just feel like, like we're running out of time. And it's so important that we touch our people and let them know the importance of putting this down in the Black community because, we're
It's so important.
hurting so badly. And these immigrants are everywhere, and we seem to be so comfortable with this. So I'm in this constant state of emergency in terms of what I think we need to do to turn our people around because it's pretty bad. And so it's really refreshing to know that we have another radio station. I did not know that. And so
Yes.
and
Yes.
so the more media out we have, the more we can get this word out here. You know how
That's right.
important it is for us to support our own businesses and
Yeah.
careers and all these other people alone.
So now let me say this real quick. Now, and I think I told I told Denise this. You guys are stuck with me. You're not. It's a done deal. You're gonna come on the show as much as you want to, and we're gonna make this thing happen. So,
that's right.
welcome to my life. I'm in your
I mean,
lives now.
That's right. That's
just
right.
just to hear
That's
you,
right.
just to hear you say you are stuck with us, that's progress.
Mm-hmm.
That's a
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
Yes,
and
indeed.
you know why? Because a lot
with
of
each
folks
other,
is afraid, brother AJ. A lot of people are afraid.
Yeah.
They're afraid, and they just want. They believe in just mediocrity.
Yeah. Yeah.
They complace and they to allow anything to go on in our community, bro. And it's a shame. It's criminal. And
It
I mean,
is.
it's disgusting. And we gotta form these kind of relationships if we're going to get out of this dilemma.
Yeah.
And
It
Yeah.
really is.
AJ, one of the things that you said that really hit home with me when you talked about how I'm going to start in Chatham,
That's right.
and we're going to build
that's
out in Chatham.
that's
And see,
yeah.
when you go into a business, and okay, I visited a school the other day. They spent $3 million on a middle school out in Chicago Heights. And
The
I saw it
heights.
when yep, out in Chicago Heights. And I saw it when they first, opened it up, but it wasn't finished. So I got to go for a tour in there the other day when it was finished. And I looked at all of the detail, all of the money that they spend on, even in the cafeteria where the children can have different areas that they can eat in based on their social interests, all these little details that went into the place. I mean, it's very nice. And so when you come into a business and everything is in order and it's clean and this is organized over here, somebody put a lot of hard thought and work into what they're doing. And that's where we got to get to, taking that
Right.
time and understanding that it takes time to
And
build,
Denise, and they
you
had a
know?
vision, Denise.
That's
Had a
right.
vision.
And that's why
Yeah, they had a
And
vision.
they took the
our
time to build
community
it out.
our community continues. You see what the scripture said: the people perished
For lack
for
of
what?
vision. For lack
For
of
lack
vision.
of
Vision.
vision. We have
Vision.
to visualize us
Right.
coming out of this condition. And
Well, our
these are the
repair restore.
mediums
When we
that
got a vision,
we
when
got to
we get
do
a
it.
vision, we have a vision. And
That's
that's
right.
why we know specifically where we're going and what we're trying to make happen,
Yes,
and trying to
indeed.
stay on course with that vision. And so this is why, people like yourself, are coming across our path, because of what we're trying to do and what you're able to offer,
Yes.
and be a part of that.
You
So
adopted, brother.
yeah,
You
Yeah.
adopted.
Thank you.
absolutely.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
No, thank you so much for coming on
Yes.
tonight. I
Yes, indeed.
enjoyed the interview with you. I look forward to the partnership and
Yes.
coming
Yeah.
in the studio. And I'm just letting you know um, that I'm so glad that God made us versatile.
Yes,
And
sir.
we, I mean,
Yes,
really,
sir.
and that school, that retired school teacher back there, the counselor, that educator, and myself and this other educator right there. Oh, baby, we're gonna have a good time.
Oh man, I can't
Oh,
wait. Can I get 20
Man,
seconds? Can
yeah,
I get 20
Yes,
yeah.
seconds? I
yes.
just
Go
want to
ahead.
say thank you all so much. I enjoyed it. I can't wait for you all to come on my show. Just a reminder, June 12th is the Finger Family Day. June 19th is the Summer Splash Jam brought to you by My Radio Chicago. And it's going to be super fun. Make sure you come out there on the 12th. All of
Juneteenth,
it, yeah,
Juneteenth.
June 12th and Juneteenth are two events.
Okay,
That's going to be awesome. I'll have all that information on the pages and things like that. So I just want to say thank you all for having me. I love it, and I want to come back and do this. Like y'all gonna come on the show. We're gonna do our thing. That's for sure.
hand
AJ,
it over to
Absolutely.
Horace.
AJ, it's like hearing you say you're stuck, you're stuck with us. It's like a woman
Yes.
finally being a man who says, "Baby, you know what? I'm not gonna leave. I'm gonna be here." So that,
Finally,
Hey, it's what it is. That's for sure.
I mean,
I know
that's
that's
so,
right.
It's what it
so
is.
refreshing and like because I tell you. So, but thank you, AJ. Good to you, and
Yes. Yes.
congratulations
Same
on
here.
your success
Thank
at
you.
the
Peace and love,
station.
soldier. Peace and love.
Yes. Thank you so much. You gotta have a good one.
You too. Okay, family. This is what we do every Wednesday night. Every Wednesday night, we bring to you business men and women. And so far, we've had some fantastic people. So we ask you to support us. Go to rrgbc.org and donate whatever you can donate. We have a store. We have some interesting items on our store. So purchase some items from our store, because this is how we keep going. And it is so important. It is, I cannot emphasize enough how important it is for us as Black people to support Black businesses and keep those dollars in the Black community, because this is how we can hire our young people, keep them off the street. So if we're not supporting the businesses, if we're not putting anything into the community, then the result is going to be what we're seeing. Our children are just basically lost. So it is our ability to prepare a future for our children so they can say, oh, I'm going to go back to Mr. AJ's store and do business with him, and because he helps me get a job every summer. That's just how important this is. We've got to support Black businesses. We've got to start taking care of every other racial and ethnic group. And that is what we're doing. Come into the community, they take the money and they go back to the suburbs and they have these manicured, beautiful flowers, and then they come back into your community. And what do you see? You see trash and just debate and everything. And then you wonder, how is it that their community can look so pretty and look so nice? It's because they're investing in their community. And that's what we have to do. And that's what RRGBC Org is all out. Again, we ask you to go to our site, donate whatever you can, because every dime, quarter, nickel, or dollar helps. So I want to thank you again for tuning in tonight. And we're going to be doing this for a long time. So thank you again and have a very happy evening. Stay safe, protect each other, love each other. Good night.